In the heart of nature, we find our true strength, a connection to our roots, to the land, to each other. Introducing Rootwork deodorant, infused with the potent power of High John the Conqueror root. Embrace the natural strength and resilience passed down through generations. Feel the purity of natural ingredients, harmonizing with your body and spirit. Rootwork deodorant, bringing you in tune with nature and with yourself. Rootwork deodorant. Connect, empower, thrive. Available now at rootworkstyle.com.
4ZR, hop on.
Thank you for having me, Tariq. Yeah, I just had one question. Yeah, man. Honestly, I was curious how the African American community went from being super modesty, being having a good job, to where they are today, like in the Malcolm X era, right? They inspired to be like Malcolm X, MLK, and look at today's day and age, right? The sexy red, Lil Uzi Vert, degeneracy to the roof. And who do you think is behind that, or do you just blame the whites and turn a blind eye to the Jewish executives, the record? They're running all the record labels and all that. What do you say to that, Tariq?
You have a Somalian flag in your profile, sir.
No, don't attack me. Just answer the question. You could drop me if you don't want to answer it.
No, we're going to have a conversation. Now, I'm not going to drop you. You're not going to troll, and I'm not going to do all that. We're going to talk. Now, why are you concerned about a sexy red and your whole country is full of sexy red, sir?
So you just want to beat the bush, beat by the bush. You don't want to answer the question directly. Is that
We're answering.
what we're doing?
We're answering now, sir.
Well, you can't
I,
answer the question with a
I,
question.
I'm just trying to see how you're qualified to point the finger at foundational Black American culture, and you come from a completely failed homeland. I'm trying to understand that.
Well, I'm not gonna be like you. I'll still answer your question, okay? My country, you got America being waging war on my country for the past 30 years. After ever since the Twin Towers got dropped, so we got our own issues to deal with, okay? My
Then
country.
why aren't you not?
Can I answer you though? Like you didn't want to answer me, so can I answer you?
Go ahead. Why are you not dealing with those problems?
Well, I would like to deal with it, but I came here for I came to the West for a better life, and when I get enough free,
Right.
I will
You
go
can't,
back willingly. So,
but you're not,
want to
sir.
answer mine then?
You're not. I'm going to answer your question.
Go on.
But you're over here with us. You're over here with the sexy reds because
No,
sexy.
I'm not in America.
Oh, you're either in Britain or Canada. Which one?
Yeah, I'm in Canada. Yeah.
There you.
I got my
So
own business, everything.
you're close enough. All right. So the thing is about foundational Black Americans. The great thing about us, family, we have a balance. So for every sexy red,
Nah. I was a Washington.
Shahrazad Ali. No. We have a Shahrazad Ali. For every Glorilla, we have a Wani Spots who's in the room right now.
But Treat,
We
you can't lie to me, bro. You can't lie
no,
to me.
what are you talking about? Lie to you? Where
I
did I lie?
literally was in Washington and I saw big black dudes that looked like a bodybuilder that was wearing fucking bikinis. Like they had loose hips and I was like, oh, like it made me cringe to my core.
They
So
were probably feathers like you, sir. They were
no,
probably
no,
no,
bro.
no, no. DC is full of tethers like yourself, and they're full of Somalis, dude. DC is fully. That was probably one of your cousins. You understand? Once they get a good plate of food to eat, they get real big backed to go with that head. So that was probably one of your people. DC is full of tethers. So let's be very clear, sir. Foundational Black Americans, we have a balance of people. Yeah, we got sexy reds, but the thing is, we got iconic Black people. We got the Dr. Welsings. We got the Joy DeGrues. We got phenomenal people. We got the Malcolm X's. We got the Reza Islams for every little Uzi Vert. You understand? We have a balance of people. So we got the degenerates. Okay, that's fine. But we balance it out with iconic Dr. Kings, Ida B. Wells,
Also,
Tariq.
don't ask the mic. Let's have some balance and give me some
Tariq
time to talk.
so now, Okay, I done told you the balance that we have. We got iconic black people who are revered around the world. What's your balance in Somalia? All you have is hunger and fleeing. So what's your balance, sir?
You kind of didn't answer my question directly, but I'll let it slide.
Like,
When it comes to my
deflect. No, no, you keep deflecting, sir.
question, that's what
No,
you started doing.
no, sir. I just gave you some of the icons in our community that balances out the sexy reds. What balances out the female circumcisions that's forced on the women in your community and
Well,
other
I don't want to talk about women. Okay, we could talk about Lizzo.
just talked about sexy red. What you mean you don't want to talk about women? You came in talking about women. You want to talk about your women and how they're treated? You got the nerve to ask us about degeneracy and they force circumcisions on women in your homeland? And the women are running around there with flies all on them, can't even breastfeed their kids, and y'all fleeing and not helping, and you got the nerve to ask about foundational Black American women? Really? Talk to me. You ain't muted.
You like you're shutting me up. You're just going on
I'm
that
not
guy shutting me
up.
up. We gotta have some balance, though. You know, it's not my space. It's yours.
Okay, you know what? Let me get my sister in here, Wani. Speaking of a phenomenal foundational Black American sister, we got we got him in the room now. We got him here. We got Nikki here. We got
But Tariq, you can't lie to me, brother. Like
okay,
I've
okay.
went to America.
4Z,
I've
4Z,
seen you guys for who you is.
4Z. Okay, hold on, sister. How are you, beloved?
Hey, Tariq, how are you?
Good. Now, Sister Wani, this is my sister. She has been to every country in the world, including Somalia. Sister Wani, what did you see in Somalia in this gentleman's homeland?
Well, ask her where has she been. Like what part? What
I
part?
saw a
Not
lot of
Canada.
poverty, and I'm trying to find out what do your women do?
Just
What
like
are they known
every
for?
other
What are
African.
your women known for? What are your women known for? Because we have
Uh,
astronauts.
with all due respect,
We have
I
women
don't
that
argue or go
calculate.
back and forth with females. I'd
Okay,
rather
I
discuss.
know you don't because you're not going to win. When you get a
No,
woman
no,
that
that's not.
becomes an astronaut, that can calculate the moon landing, then you can part your dumb lips and start to talking.
See, this is what you guys fear. When you get a fellow African to call you guys on your BS, that you guys
Fellow
win.
African, you
No, no,
have you seen your
I'm,
head?
I'm the real African.
We don't know
Blood,
if we
your
don't even
blood
know
has
if
been
you're
diluted
human.
by
Yeah,
natives,
you
by
know that.
Europeans. I'm pure African. So what do you say to that?
Yeah.
All right, and we're foundational Black Americans, so we're
Why don't you,
different.
Tariq? Would you go back to Africa in the future, like
Ve-
the white supremacists want?
Not from Africa, sir. I'm a foundational Black American.
Bro, like just look at your facial characteristic. Like, how could you deny Africa, man? You look like a guy from
How
Nigeria.
can you deny you're an alien? Look at your forehead.
Alien. I look handsome. What?
You look like a
Are you
handsome
dumb?
alien then. I don't know
I
what
have,
to
I
tell
have
you.
three wives now. What are you talking about? Just like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
You're
I
not.
got three wives. I have a big family. Got my own business. I'm living
Well,
the
you're gonna need
Canadian.
three if you're gonna cut their vaginas off. So there you go.
No, that's just the BS. That's the propaganda. Just like when people say sexy
Mhm,
red, stuff down their stings,
mhm.
right? Imagine if
You're
I say
right.
every black girl's like that.
Well, you did. You came in talking about steroids.
I don't think so.
Yeah, 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 you did. Yeah, you're not at liberty to talk about no stereotypes, sir. And
Well,
the only women you need to be concerned about is Sally Struthers
Tariq,
dropping
Tariq,
right.
let's be straight up forward with each other, okay?
Mhm.
Would you ever come back to Africa?
Come back. I'm not from Africa, and I visited Africa, but I'm a foundational Black American.
Did you do your 21 DNA whatever? 21.
Yeah, and like
You're Nigerian.
everybody on the planet's DNA will go to Africa and Europe somewhere. Everybody. Their DNA will go back to somewhere in Europe and somewhere in Africa, like mine. But I'm not African. I'm a foundational Black American, sir. You are African, and that's okay. I'm a foundational Black American. I can trace my lineage back farther than yours.
Awesome. We can differ, right? I don't believe what you just said, right? You can believe in your own truth, but
All right.
do you?
I can trace my lineage back farther than yours.
No, no, I don't think so. What did you
I
say? did it come out as? What was the result? You said.
The what now?
What did you say was the result? Like 50% Nigerian, Mali.
Oh, they had me all over the place. They had some Mozambique. They had some West Africa
Then
stuff. They had
why don't you go like go see one of those countries then? Because the
talking, dude. They had me somewhere in Europe. They had some Asian stuff. They had some native stuff here. So they got me all over the place. So, but I'm a foundational Black American, sir.
But do you know that the whites actually see you guys as a bioweapon of the tribe?
Who who cares? I don't give a damn about what whites see me as. Who gives a shit? We're foundational Black Americans. See, we're comfortable and confident in ourselves to not care about what the white supremacists think, sir. That's the great thing about us. All right?
Okay, we could believe that. Can I ask you a question? Why do you why you guys show a lot of hatred towards like the African migrant? Like let's say when African come from Nigeria, Mali, Senegal, or some Africans from the Caribbeans, why do you guys hate them? Why do you guys like?
What do you
Well,
have to hate? What do you have to hate? You got to have something to hate on. What do they have to hate?
well, you guys act like you hold the superior what they call.
No, no, no. You got to have something to hate. What do they have that we are going to hate on?
Okay, perfect. Good question. Okay, let me answer you. So
Oh, I got it.
the Nigerians is when they come to America, for example,
Uh-huh.
they prioritize education. They take advantage of the education system, like you guys complain about. Like instead, of, like they don't do what you guys do. Like to simply put, they don't whine and complain about the education system and the system being unfair to them. So they go out there and they do it and get it done. Okay.
Then how come then how come they don't do it in Nigeria?
Well, uh,
Uh,
it's not by
uh,
leadership.
okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Not go on. If they
I like you letting me speak, and I appreciate you.
don't be
Both do that, okay?
don't now they
Okay.
got if they can do all that, how come they're not doing it in Nigeria where it's nothing but them? Okay, go.
Awesome. Perfect question. The reason I okay, from my perspective,
Uh, boy, you babbling. Come on, man. Let's get it
can I
together.
speak though? You keep cutting me off, please.
Come on. Let's hear it.
The reason why they don't do that is because like there's not much opportunity there, and the education level is not
But you're
that
educated.
high.
Create the opportunity. How come they can't create the opportunity?
They try, but they get subjugated, and there's covert operation being what they call
No, 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 no.
being
But you
done
said
against them by the
no, no,
Western
no,
powers, right? Would
no.
you deny that?
No, you just said they don't complain though. So that's a
They don't
complaint.
complain. Yeah, they don't complain when it comes to here when the opportunity is
Yeah, because yeah, you ain't got nothing to complain about because we've already paved the way
n-
for them to come and eat.
not you, Tariq. Come
Yeah,
on, white man that
yes,
created.
yes, yes, us.
No,
Yes, us.
no.
Yes,
You
us.
got free you got free
No,
like
no,
100 years
no,
ago, or
no, no, no. Yes, us. Yeah, you come over here and eat because we've already done the fighting in creating the lane for you. We were the ones getting the HBCUs popping, getting schools established, sir. You late with it. We've been doing that. We've established hospitals. Some of the most prominent doctors early on, that was us. We were some of the earliest doctors during slavery. We were healing people, sir. You're late to the damn party. You understand, sir? You're very late to the party.
yeah, I don't think so. That's just all speculation, Tariq. In my humble.
That's nation. This is very well documented, sir. Very well documented.
Are you
We
okay, Terry? Are you denying? Sorry, but are you denying that the white man has created the things that we know, for America today, like everything that we see?
we know that they stole a whole bunch of stuff.
They can steal your labor, yeah, but that was a
Yeah, steal your ideas when they control they know how to colonize and control people and then steal the intellectual property of people. The white supremacists
like you
they've
can hate someone and acknowledge what he did and what
for example,
he is.
for example, like Thomas Edison, for example, they try to portray him as this great inventor. All he did was steal people's stuff and patent it, especially black people like Lewis Latimer, who he had working for him, who really created the light bulb. That was Lewis Latimer.
Mm,
Grain, other,
I don't believe
other,
that.
you what?
I say that's what they call they miscreanize that, like they lied about it basically. So just because you near someone that created a great invention and let's say you happen to be a black person that was near that person, come on, you can't just claim it, or you can't shift the invention onto that second person who is the black person, and that's what
Okay.
you guys tend to do a lot.
Okay, no, I'm talking when you have a black person like Lewis Latimer who wrote the first book on electric lighting. Yeah, he invented it. Nobody wrote the first book except him. He literally wrote the first book on electric lighting. So yeah, he created the stuff.
Okay,
They
Tariq,
put all
can we
they just take credit for black people's stuff. They do it all the time, sir.
so can we admit, and also the black community, right? Can we all admit that all the good things that are in the world that we benefit from, the white man has created it? What, like, you can hate him because
Like like what?
everything,
Like
airport,
what?
communication systems, like literally everything. This phone that you're talking on, right? The white man has
Like
created
the
that.
phone?
Somehow you still
Slow down.
hate him.
Slow down. I want to slow walk everything you saying.
Go on, take your time. Go.
Okay, let's slow walk it. Don't just throw stuff out there. Okay. Now you said the communication apparatus is like the phone. Did you say the phone?
Yeah, in general, yeah. You can find out little components here and there.
Alexander Graham Bell, Lewis Latimer was also the one who came up with who wrote the blueprint for the phones too. So he had a hand in that. So you notice a lot of these inventions that white daddy that you're praising created, we were always somewhere kind of nearby, foundational Black Americans. You notice that? We were always somewhere in the mix somewhere. Huh?
Uh, I don't know. Give me sources though. Like you can speculate.
Yeah, I'm giving you names. All you got to do is look it up. Lewis Latimer, look up Granville T. Woods.
What did Lewis invented? I was
Lewis Latimer basically created the light bulb. He was the one who created the light bulb.
I wasn't talking about the light bulb or whatever.
Okay.
I'm talking about that one.
And you know what? And there's about 50,000 patents that foundational Black Americans have. We done created so many
You
things.
mentioned like 5 of them or 10, maybe.
Modern doorknob. We created modern dry cleaning.
I'm talking about life-changing stuff.
Yeah,
Tariq, come on, man. It's
it's like
great to
I'm
lock.
talking
Keep,
about what
keep the
else?
intruder out.
Hey, home security systems. We're talking about life changing. Yeah, that's life changing. We invented a whole bunch of stuff. The question is, what are the Somali patents? What did y'all invent?
Okay, go and say it. Like, I thought you were gonna talk shit.
No. I mean, when I name stuff, you said five. I'm just naming the first thing.
No,
I'm
I don't.
looking.
I didn't do personal attacks.
I'm not doing a personal
Built
attack.
like
Nobody's attacking you. Okay, name something that Somalis invented.
navigation, right? You
Wh-
can
How?
read it who created it first. We're the first to navigate the seas, right? Like the
Who
first.
Somali?
Okay, you gotta let me talk though if you don't mind. It's your
What?
space, and yeah. So
What
yeah,
lie you about to tell?
say that again.
Man, what lie are you about to tell? When did y'all,
You
what?
can speculate as a lie, but you can. There's Google, right? You can search everything up today. So yeah, they created the navigation, the sea navigation system. They used to navigate by the currents, right?
Who, Somalis? No, they didn't.
Uh, really, like you don't have to believe me. You can search it up. My job is not to convince you. I'm just telling you, right? So
That's
they were
true
the
what you,
first one. They were the first African to go to China.
who
Who
was the
named
first to go to,
Somalis from the East Coast, from the Horn of Africa, right?
okay, it wasn't called Somali at that time. It wasn't some,
It was like back then. It was the medieval time, so it was sultans. We had sultans and shit.
well, you just saying stuff. It wasn't even
But
Somali
listen, the point is
exist.
not for you to believe me. Like you can do research on this.
Somalia didn't exist at the time. What you talking about?
There was no such thing as Somalia, and there was no such thing as America back then. We all know this. Come on, like you're not in grade school.
So why are you giving that to Somalia? Somalia didn't even exist during the time of early navigation.
We
Somalia did. It
we
wasn't even a
as
concept.
local sultanate, like local what do you call it? Local, yeah, sultanate basically means like a regional empire, like clan empire, tribe in different regions. We control all of the Red Sea, man. We control all of
No,
the Indian Ocean, all of that. You don't have to believe it.
I don't believe it because Somalia didn't exist. So what you talking about?
Yeah, the country, the modern day Somali country, did not exist, but our people has been around way before even the pharaohs.
What people? If well, you weren't Somalian, what you had Egyptians, you had Punt. All of that area was
You know, there's a region called Puntland within Somalia. What do you think Punt was located?
yeah, it's located where Somalia is now, but the
Mm,
land
mm.
wasn't the same landmass. It was a different.
But are you denying that the people has not changed, whether they have changed religion,
Yeah, they have.
language? Those are the same people that.
Because the Arabs have come in and mixed up
No,
everybody.
no, no.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
seen the Somali DNA?
Hold on, slow down, Wani. Let me get Wani. Wani, come on in, beloved.
I was only wanting to say what some of the inventions were.
Yes, go ahead, dear.
So Lewis Latimer, he created the part that makes the light bulb stay on the carbon filament. He also is the reason why you think Alexander Graham Bell invented the phone, because he was a patent officer and he had to go to court in order to prove that, because the patent was contested. So he had to prove that. Plus, he invented the phone too. Um,
Mhm.
Henry Sampson co-invented the electric cell, which converts nuclear energy into electricity to power communications, satellites, and space travel. We have a lot of inventions for NASA, by the way. I'm not going to read them all because it's too many, as we
Right.
already said. We have a lot of inventions. So, you saying that white men invented everything? No. Gerald A. Wilson, pioneer of video games. Um, Valerie Thomas, inventor of 3D and invented the illusion transmitter by NASA. I forget the other lady who invented GPS. We invented, a lot of things. And I'm not going to, you're just out of your league and you
Mm.
need to stay in your place, which is under my foot.
Did I hit home?
No, I hit you.
Did I hit a nerve?
Let me get Brother McCall. Brother McCall is actually over there. That's our FBA brother who's actually over there in East Africa right now. Brother McCall.
Tariq, you can claim all you want. You can give credibility to all of them so they can speak on behalf of my region, like
Oh,
to
well,
discredit my region. Like,
all right. Well,
I know your playbook, so go on.
okay. Brother McCall is going to speak on your region. Brother McCall?
Great Minister of Code. How about that?
I'm good, brother. How are you, sir?
Excellent. Just living a dream and winning and listening to this hunter gatherism. Brother 4ZR, unmute your mic.
Okay, don't call me a brother if you're gonna do some personal attack. But go on. I'm ready for.
Okay. I'll call you peasant and you can call me God and your master. How about that?
No, no. You're.
Question. Why
Are you?
why why are the why are your Somalian
Let's not
family
let's
organizing with the
Where you from?
Arab
Where you?
Egyptians to
Where you?
attack Ethiopia, sir, right now? Answer that question.
Where you from?
Why are your Somalian
Where
Arab
from?
brothers organizing with the Arabs in Egypt to attack
Where,
Ethiopia right now?
uh,
Answer. I'll
you don't
land.
not like just yell. Where you from? Let's have a civil. Let's address your point one by one. Don't
He
be
asked you.
emotional. Where you from?
Okay, he's off. He landed. So he asked the question. He
Uh,
said,
like bring people that have some credibility at Troy.
okay, he was
You just
credible.
take
He
shots and run
over
away.
there.
Like, come on. If you're gonna shoot at me, you gotta wait when I shoot back.
Okay, all we got to do is throw some bush meat and we got you. So we're not
Hell
trying to
no,
shoot.
I don't eat bushmeat, man. I eat camel meat, cow, goat.
Right.
That is bushmeat.
Yes,
I've been
indeed.
eating fish. I have the longest coastline
Camel,
in
you
Africa, so
admit to that?
I'm good.
Mhm. All right. So 4Z,
Tariq, why you
again,
bringing people up, man? You can't handle me alone, bro. Like, no
no,
detail.
no, but I just, I want to be fair.
Why you
This is a
diverting the? Why you dodging my?
not dodging. I'm just making it a fair conversation. And you never mentioned any of those Somalian,
It doesn't
and
have to be.
you
It's
start
not
naming
need tension. We can have a civil, relax, have a civil conversation.
very civilized conversation, but you started naming inventions that were not even from Somalia. Somalia didn't exist when certain navigation devices were created. So you just started making up stuff. So uh, anything else?
I'll simplify for you, brother. Listen, go to Google, search it up, search this up, okay? All the invention Somalia has brought to the world, okay? Life changing, global ramification, okay? That's what he had on the
Googling now. Hold on, I'm Googling it now.
yeah.
Uh,
And then read it one by one, okay?
oh,
Don't skip anything.
I'm seeing a bunch of flies. A bunch of flies came up in
We're not asking about your personal feelings, but
there's flies. I'm seeing flies. There's nothing but flies,
read
sir.
read what's there, man. Come on, let's not do that.
Sir, I don't see any inventions from Somalia.
Okay,
Hold
okay. If you don't want to read it, let's go back to my main question that I had for you. Why can't you get along with the new African migrant that have came to America the past 60 to 100 years? Like, why do you guys despise them?
what do they have to despise?
A lot of things they make him big in life. They taking advantage of the American opportunity, right? While you guys just sit and whine about and ask for reparation and blame the.
But yeah, but you had to whine and
No, don't attack me. Address the question.
but sir, glad and listen, for real, I looked up, I Googled um Somali inventions, and it's like a
Oh,
boat.
now you wanna name the Somali invention to
No,
dive. Okay, go.
it's things. It's a boat, some kind of boat with a called a bidding boat, and some kind of little old janky car called the Grand Tiger car. I'm not even making that up. It's two inventions. Y'all created some little old dusty car called the Grand Tiger.
No, don't add names. Just say what it says. Like, don't add titles or.
I'm not adding it.
We're
I'm
not
literally
asking for ad libs.
family. I swear to God, I'm reading. There's a car that they created called the Grand Tiger in
So name
Somalia.
the top five inventions.
There's literally no time. I'm looking at Wikipedia. There's two inventions.
Oh, I don't believe you, but I'll.
Google it.
No, no, no.
Google
That's why
Somali.
that's why you have the phone and you don't so you
Google
don't believe it. So
Google
um,
Somali inventions. There's two things, sir. You said Google. I Googled. Two things came up. Am I
what
missing
created the
something, sir?
navigation system that the world enjoys today, right? The people claim it was created in the Arabian the Arabic Golden Age, right? Yeah.
The only thing you navigated was a plane ticket the hell out of there to come your ass over here. You didn't navigate anything. So you're just saying
That's your
stuff.
opinion. That's your opinion. Trey. Come on, don't do
That's not
don't.
an opinion. The fact that you got to sit here and lie because you haven't invented anything, but then have the nerve to come over talking about what about some sexy red and leave white people alone.
Yeah, because I was concerned for
Why
you
are you
guys.
such a cheerleader for white supremacists?
Tariq,
What's that?
listen, listen, Tariq. I was
Hold on. No, no. Why are you cheerleading so hard for white people?
not. I want to give credit what credit is due. Like I'm a realist. What
Okay,
where
you give them
you
credit for colonizing your homeland and making you flee?
I they don't have me to this day. There's no white kids there. I literally chased them out of my land with AK-47. Unlike you, they still control you. So we're not in
They
the same
control,
category.
they control you. They chased you out.
No, no,
You got chased out of your own homeland, and now you're up here caping for white people, sir. You got chased out of your own land, sir. Damn. And not only did you get chased out, you were up here making excuses for the white supremacists. The white man invented everything. I got to give credit.
Tariq, you wanted to weaponize. I mean, you want to demonize the white though. That's what I don't do. If
Why are you caping so hard?
okay,
Why are you caping for white people so hard? They didn't colonize you mentally and physically, sir.
that's not what I'm doing. We were talking
Why,
about invention. I'm not licking the white man's ass. Okay, we were talking about
yes,
inventions.
why
I,
hop on
I kept giving the white man credits, and you were
it?
trying to deny it, and you were
Right.
trying to claim it as you've created everything that we know today.
Okay. Well, I never said that. But Wani, go ahead, beloved.
Mm,
I was going to
that's
say that the Greco-Roman Empire has, volumes of their trips over to ancient Egypt. So this is not even new. But I just want to say that in order to make them feel good about themselves, and I mean Africans and other groups, they have to say that the white man invented everything. Because if they're confronted with the fact that we actually invented something and they didn't, and that it wasn't the white man. They wanted to be someone else because they can't compete with us.
The
Mm,
This
the sister that's speaking. Can I ask you a
it's
question if you don't mind?
it's so hard for them to admit we invented these things because it makes them look horrible. But if they can just say another species did it, then they can feel good about themselves, like, oh, it's, none of us can do anything. Well,
mm,
yeah, we
No,
can do
that was
things.
my point. I'm
We
going.
can do things. We can get civil rights. We can break barriers in sports. We can have sports legends. We can have abolitionists. We can have inventors. We can have everything we need. And you can't. You can't produce these things and you're mad about it. So you want to say everything is a white boy.
mm.
I disagree. Can I ask you a question if you don't mind, sis? You there? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay, okay, yeah. Yeah. So I was addressing or I was talking about all the major inventions that the whole world benefits from. You can try to put words in my mouth.
What about
Can
the
I
traffic
land the
light? Does the
question?
whole world benefit from that?
Say it again.
Oh, you guys don't have traffic lights, so never mind.
Oh, I wasn't attacking you. I was just gonna ask a question. I listened to you respectfully, and I assume you'll reciprocate that. But my question is, I was alluding to the major invention that the whole world is benefiting from. So that's what I was
We
asking. So
named them lights, traffic lights.
can I land? Lights. The white man created the lights. Yeah, maybe some black man had something to do with that. Maybe, but you can't give all the credit to.
It's not maybe. He actually
But can
has a
I ask my
patent
next
for these
question?
things. It's called a U.S. patent. We register things. We don't carve it on a rock.
Listen, who created the train? All the major changing
The
inventions.
train?
Who created the
Oh, hold on.
engine?
Have you heard of the real McCoy inventions?
Go on, explain it.
Those are the some of the inventions that made the train work, and everybody was running around asking for that because of the
Was that a black
quality.
person?
Uh,
He was a black. I
did
remember.
you know that we were held as slaves by the train? So we actually built the train and the train tracks,
Mhm.
See,
and we
I
invented
the
things
labor
while we
aspect,
were
but we're talking
there.
about the
Uh,
invention, the brain
we
behind
also
every
created some music
the
genres
brain,
while
the
we
brain
were on the
behind
train
the
tracks,
invention is
by
what
the
I'm talking
way.
about, which you seem to not get. I'm talking about the brain behind the invention, the person that sit down with the pen and paper
What
and
about
came with
the
it.
Patterson and Sons cars, which was a higher quality of car, but it was not easy to mass produce because it
Like
was very
the reason
handcrafted.
why you guys are
We
trying to
have
label me.
brains. We have brains, and you're mad about it.
No, no,
You
no, no, that's
got the
not.
forehead. We've got the brains. What are you
Listen,
gonna say?
I just the reason why you guys are trying to demonize me is because I just want to give the credit what credit is due, and you
What-
guys enjoy
I
all
do
white
that
man
too.
invention,
I'm not
and at the
Afrocentric.
same
I
time you
give
hate on
credit
me,
where
and
credit is due
I
as
don't appreciate,
well.
and I
But
don't appreciate.
credit is not due. Just because you're enamored and you never saw a tall building before, you think that
No, no, that's not what I
you
said. We had
landed
tall
in
buildings before the
Wonderland
Civil War.
and the white man is God.
We
Well,
we
we don't think that because we built the
we had tall
buildings.
buildings 50 years ago in my country before the Civil War, all
Hmm.
the destruction. Okay, so you can play that card. You can't play that card with me.
I like playing it
Secondly,
though.
you can talk about labor and you had something to do with building the railways, but I'm talking about pure
We had something
invention
to do
that
with the
changed.
brain power behind these things, sir.
Yeah, did you have anything to do with that?
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
architects.
Give me sources.
yeah. The bridges, some of the bridges for the trains were built by people like Horace King, a foundational Black American who was enslaved, who was an architect.
He
We
he
were
built
the
the railroad. You said or the train?
design. He was. We had Black people who were actually physically building the tracks, and you had people like Horace King who was designing, who was the architect of some of the tracks and the bridges and some of the buildings in the
Okay,
South
put in
too.
the Chompatron so I can read it.
Why don't you Google while we're talking? I
Well,
know
I
that.
want to fact check you. Maybe you can lie, and maybe if you
Let's
drop me afterwards, if
fact
I'm
check
actually.
now. Google Horace King. Google it right now while we're talking. Do it in real time, just like I Googled Somali inventions in two
And
times.
I'll do that. I'll do that. You can move on to someone else. We don't. I don't want to hold up the mic for too long. But
Well,
okay. You want to spell that? Say the name of the guy.
Horace King.
Boris King.
Horace with an H. Horace King.
Horace King.
Horace King is foundational Black American who was
Horace
enslaved.
invention, is that what I should write?
Horace King. If you type it up, it'll come up. Horace King, foundational Black American, and he
Yeah,
was an
it
architect.
looks
This
white
was
or
him,
nice
white
or something.
afro, but
No?
white man has a big ass afro. He was enslaved. He was a
Come
slave.
on, come on. If you're half black, half white, does it count really? Like, cause the other
Oh,
his other
don't.
side can claim him as much, right?
Oh Lord, he was black. He was classified as black, sir.
He has a narrow nose, Caucasian
Slave.
features.
He was enslaved. He has a damn afro. He's black and he
He
was
looks like
enslaved.
Somali or Ethiopian. Like I don't even think it's a.
So the wildest dreams. He does not have a big forehead like you, sir. That's not.
Nah, nah. I have a
He
shiny,
does.
smooth skin, curly hair.
He had soul food and not bush meat. So
Uh,
don't put that
that's West Africa. I eat
right.
goat, camel, milk. Fish.
So changing the subject because yeah, those are facts. It's a
Well,
foundation.
your claims are not factual, though.
It
Tariq.
is factual. It is factual. The physical buildings and things that he built were physically there. It was physically documented. It was photographed.
Bro,
So
I
yeah,
like I want to make a post about him and put on the jumbotron, but I don't want to embarrass you. But that guy is not. He's not black, bro. He's like at best maybe he's half black, half white.
you,
And if that's the
you
case, the other half can claim him just as much.
think so, work, sir. He was well documented as a Negro, very well documented.
Okay,
Just because
so still I don't have any major invention though. That's
he
what
didn't
I seem to miss.
have any major inventions, sir. Now you're just babbling. All
Okay, I
right.
don't want to. I love the African community, the African American community.
Okay. Okay. Now I know we let him babble for a long time, but it's very important to understand the mindset of tethers like that. And my sister Wani made a very good point. It kills them to see foundational Black Americans so successful, so revered, so respected globally. We've created so many things. We are the face of Blackness globally. Do y'all know that eats these tethers alive? That's why he kept saying, I'm a real African. I am a real African. Yeah, you are. We ain't. We're foundational Black Americans. We ain't on that. We're a foundational Black American. So they are just desperate to have a one-upman thing up on us. They want to one-up us so bad. So this is why they hate that we are delineating because they like to say, well, y'all ain't the real Africans. I'm for real. Okay, yes, you are real. I ain't. Oh, yes, you are. You African. You kind of no, no, no. You go ahead and take the African crown. You're the African king. Knock yourself out. I am a foundational Black American. That's why it burns them up when we go there because see, we delineate and then we take our wins to our own corner. You understand? And we can point to the wins that we have culturally and lineage wise. I Googled what that man said about inventions, literally, and you can do it too. Two things showed up, family. Two ass things showed up. An old boat somewhere and a car, a Grand Tiger car, and the car looks musty. You understand? I ain't never seen a car that looked musty. How you gonna have a musty car? And that burns these people's asses that we as foundational Black Americans are the minority here. We're a fraction of the percentage of people here, and we've accomplished more than they have. You understand? And what they like to do, they like to come over and point to the lowest denominator. They like to come over here. The tethers are very good at coming over and trying to compare themselves to the sexy reds and people like that. And sexy red is more successful than everybody in your village back home, sir. Ain't that a blip? The sexy reds who you're trying to point the finger to, they're more successful than the people in your homeland. Family, I don't let And I have my issues with the sexy reds and all of that stuff. I got my issues, but that's something that we as foundational Black Americans discuss. We can be critical of that because that's part of the lineage. We can be critical of that. I'd be damned if a flea and tether is going to come over here and start talking about hood chicks or hood rats or whatever, and you got a whole country of people living in damn squalor. I'd be damned if I'm going to hear any criticism from a damn flea and tether who left shanty towns. You're not at liberty to say anything about a foundational Black American. You can't say nothing. You are not at liberty to give any type of advice at all. You don't know anything about success. If you can't teach me about no success, you can't give me no criticism about failure. You can't say nothing to us. That's why the Myron Gaines, I get on those cats who come from squalor and failure, got a lot of damn nerve to come over here pointing the finger and then talk about how come we hate on certain immigrants who come over. You don't have anything to hate on. You wish we hated on you. You need something to hate on. You ain't got nothing to hate on. We don't give you that emotion. That's a fantasy in your mind. That's a projection that you have. You're the one hating. You ain't got nothing to hate on. What am I hate on? You getting Red Cross rice? Why would I hate on that? You don't hate down. You hate up. You never hate down. You don't hate on people with less than. You hate up. You hate on people that got something you need. You understand? The white supremacists hate on us because of genetics. They don't have the genetics we have. The melanin, see that's a weapon. They look at our melanin as a weapon. They look at our melanin and our melanated DNA as a natural weapon. You understand? And that bothers them. So that's hating up. We got something that they don't have. They're hating up. Naturally, we got something that they don't have. That's hating up. Even if we don't have the financial means that they've hoarded, we got some genetic material that they don't have. So you're hating up still. When folks come over here from other countries, they look at us as having things that they don't have. That's hating up. We're not going to hate down. We don't hate down. We don't hate on people who ain't really got nothing going on. We actually try to assist you. Most of the assistance that you get from Africa, for real, not exploitative assistance, always comes from us. When the white people go over there, they're like, yeah, we're going to help you, but we're going to get all of your resources. But yeah, we'll build you a little water well. But yeah, we're going to get about 5 billion of them diamonds over there in your backyard there, buddy. But yeah, drink up, drink that good water. And we're going to leave a little Ebola over here for you too. But at least when we go over there, we genuinely help people. We bring economics, we bring resources. When foundational Black Americans go over there, we go over there to genuinely build. We're the only people who go over there who don't try to exploit you. And you have the most vitriol for us. It's amazing. Ah, goodness. A lot of people in here. All right, let me get my brother Eric John, EJ, in here. What's up, EJ? Let's get EJ in the building. Brother EJ, what's up, fam? I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. You had the damn whole Twitter space smelling like, injera bread and hyena meat. So I'm glad that you got that musty cheddar off here, man, because I was catching a brain aneurysm hearing this dude talk. And it doesn't really pains me to say this because he gave his Somalian people no get back or actually bringing something to the table, let alone saying anything about, their homeland and their people. And all I wanted to ask is when we get in that grinder for a green card on physical copy, man, because we need that for all these tellers to add to their collection since I'm a collector of music. And I
Oh,
did
yeah.
want to ask you another thing. When that dude was up here talking about the inventions that foundational Black Americans didn't allegedly create. He didn't name anything that his Somalian people came up here and created, let alone even tried to go back to his homeland and help his people. So, when you're dealing with cockroaches like this family, You always got to keep a red roach spray and just stump them out in a pair of Tims. But thank you, Tariq, for doing your thing. Keep up the good work, player.
Much respect. Yeah, he started talking about some stuff from ancient times. Yeah, we created navigation. Somalia didn't exist back then. Who the hell you? Boy, these people be saying anything, man. Well, Somalia did not exist. Musa, what's up, brother?
How's life, man?
I'm good, man. How are you, Musa?
Good, 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 good. Nice to meet all of you. This is the first time I'm speaking to you, Tariq. I just wanted to say that guy was really like respectful, and you guys were being like quite bitter. Why is that?
How so? Because he was lying. So yeah, you're not being respectful if you're lying.
I agree. I agree. He was sensationalizing with the whole, the inventions. Like there is something that's called badan, which is a Somali invention, which is it's like a vessel. It's like a
But
maritime vessel that does exist. But nonetheless, the thing that I was a bit taken aback about is because I don't like judging people by what I hear, but I have heard that the FBAs tend to be really bitter, and I saw it like live. Like I was listening, and the guy was quite respectful, pretty respectful, and you guys were just bashing him. So I mean, the only thing I can say, and I'll let you respond, is of course there are trolls. You know, I'm Somali by the way, and I'm in the diaspora, but there are trolls in the community and people that and do wrong things and that. But if there is someone that approaches you guys in goodness, then repay the favor instead of like going low. That's my advice to you guys.
you're saying that because what we were saying, and we were spitting facts. That's one of your fellow travelers, so you have a camaraderie with that guy. And every time we asked
Not
a question,
necessarily.
we would ask him a question, and he would take it as an insult. We weren't insulting him. We would ask him questions. He would talk about inventions. We would name inventions, and he was like, "Oh, I don't believe it." So he was doing a bunch of "I'm a tether and I say so," and that's disrespectful. That's not respectful. By sitting,
I think Tariq, I understand the history of like foundational black Americans. How there's a history of enslavement. There's a lot of victimized. There's a lot of issues that happened in the past. I would just say that I think the best thing you guys should do is be positive, more positive, because and I'm not even, you can say what you want about, the country, and I'm not even coming here to be old. I think you can tell that from my
you,
demeanor. I'm not trying to be very defensive, but
you're
all
in,
I'm saying is that,
you're in.
like, you were attacking him. You guys were like literally insulting him. Like, that's why I saw it. And it was like multiple times. Look, in the end, you guys can do what you want, but all I'm saying is that if you guys feel offended by
No,
certain groups, then just deal with people, with the person in front of you
slow down,
instead of like,
slow down,
you
slow
know,
down, because you feel like people telling the truth is an insult, and it's not. We're telling the truth.
No, no, I'm talking about the actual insults, Tariq. I'm talking about the actual insults. You guys just like you did a lot of like insults. Look at that. Look, I'm not telling you guys. Look, man, I'm not trying to be childish or anything, and I expect the same from you. But
But a lot of y'all, a
go
lot of
ahead.
you guys, y'all hear the truth, you take it as an insult. You take the truth as an insult. He left. He fled.
Nah, not necessarily, man. Not necessarily. Not
Like,
necessarily. And Tariq,
you're,
Tariq, I look.
slow down. You're in Britain. You're in Britain. I can hear your British accent. Now, is that by me acknowledging that you're in Britain? Is that an insult?
No, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. Look, I don't like being judgmental, and I've heard that the FBAs are very bitter, very like sort of bitter people, and so and I understand the history of
Bitter,
enslavement if that's the
but
cause,
hold
but
on,
like
slow down. You heard we're bitter to who and for what? Who do we have to be bitter to?
no, in general, I've seen on X, right? I've seen a lot of commentary on other people from other communities, and they always point to this fact that they're very bitter and very like the attitude and all of that. And I said, look, I'm not going to judge the community, but I came on this. This is by the way, this is the first time I've been in your spaces.
Slow down, slow down. And see, that's a projection. If anybody's bitter, that would be Somalis because they have to flee because the homeland is devastated. That's where the bitterness, and that's a projection. We're in our home.
Okay, so just to respond, Tariq, clearly, if I was bitter, I would come here and insult you and say you're teasing my country. I didn't do that. I just said that I want to be fair to you guys and be not be bitter back. But like you guys were
Okay, slow down. You got to slow down because you babbling. You got to slow down. We're having a dialogue. You're just not going to say a bunch of stuff and just keep talking. You're not going to say a bunch of stuff and keep talking. That's what you're not going to do. You're going to have a dialogue. If you say something, there's going to be a response to it. You didn't say you guys are bitter. You just keep saying you're bitter and just keep talking. You're not going to do that, Musa. You understand? Now, what you're doing is projecting. A lot of you guys are projecting the failure of your homeland. That's why none of you are there in your homeland. I'm in my homeland. I have nothing to be bitter about. We are in our homeland. This is our homeland. We built this place. This is our homeland. We ain't got nothing to be bitter about, especially to immigrant groups. You don't have anything for us to be bitter towards. What do you have that we're going to be bitter towards, sir? Go ahead, Musa. Elaborate.
Yeah. To respond, Tariq, I think there's a big difference. Like you guys have a history of you have a history of enslavement. We're very different, right, as Somalis. So I don't think we should go into comparisons or anything. I recognize the pain, and I'm pro reparations. Like I tell people, support the black community. You know, they've been victimized,
How
they've
was
been
your
enslaved. Don't insult them. Be nice to them. You know, this is what I preach, and I even tell my own community. You know, this thing of like, you know, even give them dawah.
how was your yeah, I'm gonna mute you. You're not just gonna talk now. You can say something. Like you have to be understanding towards us. How is your history in Somalia different from ours? Yeah, we got a history of slavery. You were colonized, which is a form of slavery. You were colonized over there, Musa. They came over there in small numbers and colonized your whole joint, sir. How is that different? That's worse.
Okay, so let me respond. So Tariq, you got to realize that Somalis as an ethnic group, and I actually saw this mistake. The guy that was speaking to you, he wasn't like, I don't know where he was coming from, but Somalis as an ethnic group, they occupy the largest amount of land in East Africa total, something over 1 million square kilometers, right? So there's different people from different tribes. There was a tribal system there. So for example, the tribe I'm from, we actually we were like freedom fighters. I'm like an descendant of those who fought the imperialists, the Italians and the Brits, and so we fought them off and we took them out of our lands and we kept our religion, we kept our language. I think have you seen the West Africans? Like they were proper colonists because a lot of them, and I respect my brothers and sisters over there too, but they were completely like the culture got stripped from them and they speak French, a lot of them. Whereas we actually retained our culture, we retained our language, and praise be to God, right? That was God's will. And we were brave and we had that patriarchal culture which kind of, and the Islamic culture which helped us in that regard. So look, I'm not here to kind of compare and say we're better than you. All I'm
Slow down. You got tag team colonized. The Italians got a piece of that ass. The Britons got a piece of that ass. Y'all got tag team by colonizers, dude. And you just got them off your ass, what, in the 60s? Right? You just got them off your back. Let's put everything in the
Yeah, but Tariq, we aren't an anomaly, right? Like it's not like Somalis. There was the whole most of Africa got colonized, right? The Brits, and then all the world, South Asian. So I don't know like what you're trying to get there with.
Yeah,
And also, why would you?
you just got them
The
off
other
your
thing is,
the six.
let me finish.
That's what
Let
I'm
me
saying.
finish.
You just got free a few decades ago, brother.
Let me just make my point. Yeah, so Tariq, I was saying, I'm not here to
Uh,
compare and say. Clearly, I said don't be childish about it. Like you got you know this whole thing. You got two guys and the Brits on your ass and all of that. Look, you guys were enslaved for 400 years, and I know and it's sad, right? And that's why I have that empathy. And a lot of African FBAs are in a lot of trouble right now. The community is rife with drugs and incarceration and so many issues. And I actually empathize with those things. I'm not here to compare and to put you down, which you're clearly doing. You see, so I hope you're not that
nobody
childish.
put you down, sir. You're talking about you empathize with us. We got slavery off our ass. We built a whole nation and built the culture of this nation that's the most influential culture in the world, sir. And you're talking like you got something better going on. You just got them white supremacists off your bumper physically in the 1960s. They still control the economy to a certain degree. You understand? So yeah, this is what I'm saying. So you're
Yeah,
trying.
Tariq.
Go ahead.
I personally believe, yeah, Tariq, I personally believe that culture is really important. So As Somalis, we've retained our culture, thank God. If I look at the Black American community today, it's you can say culturally it's a community in crisis. You see the wokeism, transgenderism, all these issues, right? George Soros' agenda, and apparently, Tariq, I heard you fear the Jews. Is that true or false?
Really? In crisis, let's see. Yeah, now you're just trolling now.
No, no, no. I promise. I heard you fear the Jews. I thought you're a strong black man that doesn't fear anything.
Trolling. See there, and then when you get lit up because you try to troll, and then
No, I'm not. I'm not insulting. I just asked the question. I heard you're scared of Jews. Is that true?
that's you're trying to troll and throw an insult. That's not a legitimate question.
No, that's not an insult. I said, are you scared of Jews? Of course, it's a legitimate question.
Are you afraid of fly swatters? Because that's what you got in your homeland.
You're not answering. You're diverting, Tariq.
No, you're talking about. I'm afraid of the Jews. Are you afraid of the Arabs that's selling you over there? You still got
Do
slaves.
you love? Do
You wait. No. Now let's go. No. You still got slavery over there in your homeland. Y'all getting sent up there to North Africa. You talking about you empathize about some damn slavery and you're still being enslaved today in your homeland.
Tariq, let me respond to you. All right. So I think you want to go down the trolling list. I'll troll back. But look, Tariq, look.
No. I'm spitting facts. I'm spitting.
Look, Tariq. Tariq, I actually saw a video of you a while back where you were saying.
No. You're getting enslaved today in your homeland. That's why you ain't there. Y'all getting enslaved now. Talking about you empathize with us. Do you empathize with the people in your homeland getting enslaved now? Huh?
So look, Tariq, I feel like you're coming with the whole bitter card and getting very defensive.
No. Because
stop muting me. At least let me respond. Like I just want to say something important.
No. You're not gonna sit up here and talk about, oh, you guys were enslaved. You're enslaved. Talking about our culture is in crisis. Your culture is over there. People are starving and wallowing around the street with flies on them. And we're in crisis? Just the nerve. It's the nerve for me, sir. Really?
Tariq, are you denying that the black community is having a fatherless, absent father crisis?
It's still better.
Absent father?
It's still better than your homeland, sir.
No, we don't have that issue. We're not woke.
Yeah,
we don't have that issue. Somebody, I promise you.
It flies and
we're religious.
Right.
Very conservative. We're a very conservative society.
Yeah, we got a fatherless issue. You got a food issue. I'll deal with the
Tariq, how about the gang issue, like the drugs also? It's very, very rife.
Dude, we can live without fathers. Y'all can't live without food. That's why you have to leave.
No, the drugs, Tariq, the drugs. Like you guys have
the cat and all of the drugs y'all use over there in Somalia and East Africa, the cat drug that's over there. Who you think you fooling, sir? A lot of the
but Tariq,
sir, no,
Tariq, with
nothing. Y'all strung out on cat over there, sir. What are you talking about? Where you at, brother? I don't have you muted.
Okay, can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Tariq. So, like I said, I'm not woke like you, where I get defensive. Cat is an issue, but it's a very. Just let me respond. Calm down.
Defensive.
You can take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. We're having a discussion.
I don't get defensive by people who had to flee. I don't have to defend anything from that. Your fleeing speaks for itself, sir.
Tariq, you gotta calm down, man. Settle down. You're very
nerve to talk about drug use over here, and y'all are strung out on cat.
You're insecure, Tariq. Your insecurities,
you're strung out on cat in your homeland. That's why you're not there, sir. You're the one who had to flee. I didn't have to flee my homeland, sir.
Tariq, why do you keep on muting me? Are you that insecure you can't even let me?
Because I don't want to hear musty tether babble. And I don't want to hear you projecting over and over again. You're getting a slow roast. You're getting a slow bake. You're getting a slow lesson. Because, see, y'all think we don't know what goes on in your little failed homelands. We know what's going on. Fleeing.
Tariq, we don't have a drug issue like
the hell you don't.
Let me calm down. Let me just right. We're having a discussion, right? You didn't need to mute me to win.
Yeah,
you didn't need to mute me.
You ain't gonna lie. You got a drug problem in your homeland. That cat drug is popular in your homeland, and that's a problem. Y'all strung out on cat over there. Y'all high and hungry.
Will you let me get a word in, or should I just leave? Because it seems like you're very bitter,
I mean,
and you're not. You're just muting me.
you're gonna flee like you fled your homeland, but
Insecure, Tariq. And when I asked you about the Jews, you just went quiet.
only thing that's in is injera bread that you had to put in your backpack to flee. Okay, so don't project onto me, sir.
You love George Soros, Tariq, like your other blacks. You love George Soros.
Okay, you're just babbling, sir. You're just tether back.
No, just a question. Do you love Soros?
You're back.
Just a normal question.
Do you love Red Cross rice?
Tariq, I'll answer when you answer. Do you love George Soros? You love the Jews? You love the Jews?
Do you love Red Cross rice from Sally Struthers?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I heard you're a house guy, and you get paid by some Zionists.
We're two niggas sitting in the tree, but you're a hungry guy. I'd rather be a house nigga than a hungry one. You're a hungry nigga, okay?
I'm a field guy, Malcolm X. You're the
You're a hungry nigga, all right? Over there, belly big, starving, all right? I would rather
Tariq. Be like.
I would rather be anything but a hungry nigga, and you're licking the gooch of Arabs, all right? You're an Arab ass kisser, and you hungry, flies all over the place, and you fleeing. So I would rather be anything other.
You're clearly insecure. I ask you, do you love George Soros, and you're getting all insulting there. It's sad, man. You're a bit of FBA.
Or is you over there fleeing, living in Britain, mixing your injera bread with English muffins, sir? You putting pork and beans on your damn falafel.
I'm actually in Texas right now. I'm actually in Texas, to be honest.
No, you.
But anyways, Tariq.
No, you're not. No, yeah.
Tariq.
I don't believe that.
Can I not?
I don't.
Why wouldn't you believe that? That's literally on my location.
I don't believe that, sir. I believe that you're somewhere in Britain driving an Uber.
No, I'm from Britain. Tariq,
Britain, driving an Uber on the left side of the road, sir. I believe you're driving on the opposite side of the road. I don't believe you're over here whatsoever, sir. Lying tethers do lying tether things, and you are, sir, a lying tether. All right.
Tariq, was your father present? Was your father present at home?
Sir, do you have a birth certificate? Huh? What?
No, honest question. Was your father present?
What's your birthday?
Will you at least answer anything? Do you love George Soros?
What is your birthday, sir?
You love the Jews?
Is your birthday January 1st?
Was daddy present, or did you?
Okay. Did daddy give y'all a circumcision? Did they give your mama a circumcision and your little sisters?
Was daddy present, Tariq?
Yeah, but daddy, he wasn't fleeing like you were. My daddy didn't flee to a whole different country to drive.
Did your mom raise you, Tariq?
My daddy, I promise you, my daddy didn't flee 10,000 miles just to drive Uber. My daddy didn't have to do that.
Did mommy raise you?
No. Is your mama's titties ashy because she don't have enough sustenance to get breast milk? All right. Is that what's going on with your mom? Your mom didn't have enough strength to breastfeed you, so y'all had to drink.
Hey blacks,
Oh,
this guy's not a good role.
Y'all had to milk a goat for your sustenance, and that poor goat. All right.
I just said, is your dad present? Why would you insult my mom, man?
Because your mom didn't have enough energy to breastfeed you. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna let you.
Tariq, you need to stop muting me, and
no, sir,
we have a good.
Not going to babble. All you're doing is tether babble, sir.
Was daddy present? Just answer that.
Sir,
let the audience know.
Was your camel present right now? Do you have your camel with you when you fled? How did
Tariq, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
How did you get your camel on that plane? All right.
Was daddy present? Just answer the question.
Did Spirit Airline let you get that camel on? And what kind of moves did you make to get that camel on Spirit Airlines to get over there to Europe? I want to know that. Anyway, Musa, you're just saying the same thing over and over, so I'm gonna get you out of here. All right. Boy, these tethers got a lot of nerve. The tethers got a lot of nerve, boy. To be in these failed homelands, to talk about drugs, you got a lot of damn nerve, man. They be strung out high as hell in those homelands. Who is this brother right here? Official D to Dre. What's up, D to Dre? Let me get D to Dre in here. We in here for a long time, by the way. What's up, D to Dre? What's up, brother? All right, official, hop on, man. I'll let you on. Hop on. Unmute your microphone, sir. All right. All right. Official D to the Dre. All right. You're not saying nothing, brother. Let me get you up out of here. All right. Anyway, man. A lot of folks in here, man. A very interesting conversation. Listen, everybody go to Rootwork Style because the phone calls got very musty. I can feel the must. Go to rootworkstyle.com to get the deodorant that will help all types of must. rootworkstyle.com. Also get my book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter, at officialfba.com, ladies and gentlemen. And also go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com to get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z. Come on down to the Hidden History Museum today. We're open today. Come on down. Enjoy yourself. Come on down and visit hiddenhistorymuseum.com for more information. All right, guys, I'm up out of here. Great conversation tonight. You guys be good. Puppy Akute and Lalavuve to the family. Peace.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.